Looking for MUT22 coins? AOEAH.com has the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market. Click the link in the description and use coupon code SPORTS for 3% off your order. YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Duke, back here from Sportsgamerz.com, and in today's Madden 22 tip video, I'm going to break down an absolute glitch play that beats every defense in the game. This might be the best play in the game. So I'm going to be looking at gun bunch, or it could be gun bunch offset. It really doesn't matter. So it's in a lot of playbooks. In this particular video, I'm going to be looking at the Raiders playbook. Anytime I run gun bunch, I always really make sure that I have a really good receiver in the slot. So your slot receiver is definitely always the most important in my opinion. He's going to be running crossers, corners. He's going to be attacking the seams. He's always going to be on one of the most important routes in the play. So he needs to be probably your best receiver. And for the Saints, that's definitely going to be Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas is the best receiver by far on the Saints. So we're going to go ahead and put him in the slot. And the play we're going to be looking at, and this is a completely new setup. This is not the meta. This is not anything that I've shown or is just, widely out there. It's going to be verticals. And I know you guys think, well, everybody runs verticals. Yes, everybody does. However, I'm going to show you guys a unique way that I run it that's a lot different than most people do. So let's move the ball back. Give ourselves some space. Every time you run gun bunch, you want to have your bunch on the wide side of the field. Period. Now, what we're going to do here is simple. We're going to go ahead and block our tight end, and then we're going to put our running back on a Texas route. Now, in order to put your running back on a Texas route, you either need the running back ability for the extra hot routes, or you need a hot route match their quarterback. Either way. Now, when you block the tight end, this is key because this year, a lot of the blitzes, 3 through 5 wide, for example, etc., they're just really, really effective until you block the tight end. And the tight end is the best counter. Now, with verticals of this setup, my first two reads are definitely going to be the running back and the crosser. They kind of work together. First of all, they're both man beaters. And then if they're playing zone, they kind of make the user pick. Now, I will say against cover 2, one of the best things about verticals, as you guys are going to see here, is you don't really even need a pull route to get this wheel open. The wheel just gets open itself. As you guys can see here, I got a horrible throw. If you're enjoying my YouTube content, I highly recommend you check out Sportsgamerz.com. This is where I post all my premium Madden 22 content. I have eBooks, offensive and defensive schemes, plus I do 4 to 6 premium tips every week in the Madden Vault. This content is available for both current and next gen, so no matter what system you play on, we got you guys covered. Our best offer yet is the Sportsgamerz Madden VIP membership. This gives you access to the entire site, every tip, every ebook, plus the meta reports for only $19.99. I'll post a link to it in the description and the comments. Make sure to check it out for the best tips and content available at the best price anywhere. But I'm still able to dial them up on the sideline. So anytime you're going against cover 2, verticals is the answer. Verticals is the answer. So take a look. You guys can see here we're able to easily get this over top of the cloud and fit it in on the sideline before the safety gets over there for the dot. Now, if you take a look at the replay, you're also going to see that against this cover 2, you do have the running back. He's open over the middle of the field, the short middle right here. But if, say this was the user, and they stayed on the running back, then that's when your crosser would be open. So let me show exactly what I mean. So again, we block the tight end, put the running back on the Texas route. You guys can see that if they stay low, you can throw that all day long. And that's one of the advantages of having that running back ability, not only for the hot routes, but just the overall ability to make, more difficult catches than you might be able to otherwise. Now, I do want to show this against man. This is really, really good against man. So we're going to block the running back. Block the tight end. Texas the running back. So you guys can see here against man, the separation is just extreme on the running back and the slot receiver. Both of them have several yards of separation. Same thing with the crosser. several yards of separation. Man coverage is not going to be the answer here because the crosser, again, this route is something that you can't really zone drop because you can throw this crosser past 30 yards, whereas a zone drop, the furthest you can zone drop is 30 yards. But as you guys can see here, bam, able to get our feet in bounds, easy separation. So you've seen man, you've seen cover 2. Let's start to look at some more advanced defenses. Let's get into what I was talking about, which is kind of the meta right now. It's coming back. Mike Blitz 3. A lot of people are loving to run Mike Blitz 3 again because it does do a really good job of keeping the quarterback in the pocket most of the time. Now, again, by blocking the tight end, we're able to go ahead and get this picked up, and now we just have a simple read over the middle of the field. So with this, all I'm doing is looking at the user because, especially if it's a cover 3, as you guys can see, with a single high safety, that crossing route kind of runs right into the opening of where the safety is going to drop down. See how the safety drops down into the curl flat? Now, as soon as we kind of pass up the middle of the field, I'm already throwing this ball. Bam. It's an easy dot over the middle of the field. Easy. Now, the running back out of the backfield is being covered by the user. So that's kind of why you have to just pay attention to the user because he's going to have to pick one or the other. So if we do the same play, maybe you hit him with the crossing route the play before, and see, next time the running back's wide open over the middle of the field. That's why this route combo is so good, is it makes them pick and choose with their user who they want to stop. And the same thing would go if they were into man-to-man blitz. It doesn't really matter either way. It's just all about the user. So again, you block the tight end, not the running back. The running back's on a Texas route. So here you guys can see both of them are open. So it's just whoever they user guard, you hit the other. Pretty simple to do. Now, this play is also effective against match. Match is a really good coverage this year, especially when people know how to run it. Verticals is a good way to exploit it because by default, when the safety matches onto your crosser, unless they know some, different advanced adjustments to use that not a lot of people do, you're going to see that the crossing route's just going to beat man coverage very, very easily. Man coverage can't really match up too well, especially when it's just coming from the same side of the field. So if you block the tight end, put the running back on the Texas, you'll see that, again, crossing route's wide open. And again, you cannot zone drop it. So what makes this so hard to stop is because of that, whether they're in match, zone drop, man, whatever, super difficult route to defend. So now, they go run with it. And yes, they are matching the running back, but he's going to get open all day long. Now, one thing I will say is if they're playing a lot of man or match coverage, sometimes you might want to just change your setup a bit. And the way I like to change my setup up from time to time is instead of having the running back out of the backfield on Texas route, I'll just put him on an out route. Because the out route's going to attack basically the left flat, and this time, he just got he got stuck. He didn't even run his route, so we'll have to throw that away. But a running back heading the out of the backfield, he's essentially going to be hitting the flat. And once he hits the flat, you can turn upfield and get easy yardage. Easy yardage. Again, one more time. You guys see he's out of the backfield. Bam. One more time. Just to see that separation. So this works against man or match or really any sort of defense to where you want to make them respect the left side flat. Another way you can make them respect the left side flat without having the running back is you can go ahead and put the tight end on a drag and then go ahead and put the running back on a Texas route. When you do that, you still have the crosser, you still have the Texas route, and you have the drag route. Easy to attack, easy to hit, super effective, and just overall a very effective concept. As far as any subs you wanted to do other than putting your best receiver in the slot, I typically, when running verticals, want my second fastest receiver running that wheel route because he's definitely going to get downfield easier. And, if they are in cover 2, that's a big gain. Now, a lot of people will play cover 2, but they'll turn the cover 2 on the bunt side into, they'll put deep zones out there so you can't throw the vertical route. do be aware of that. Just don't assume because they're in cover 2 that vertical wheel is always going to be open. You do have to read it, but it definitely is fire. Hope you guys enjoyed the tip. Until next time, it's Duke, and I'm out.